0-5, just 23.2 points per game, and they have lost in the last 3 games to Southridge by 27, to the Kennewick Lions by 43, and to the Chiawana Riverhawks by 31. And in that, we're talking about 3 teams that Hermiston just beat in the last week. So this is a Kennewick team that's still trying to figure out exactly what they're looking for out there on the court.
Yeah, the Blue Devils last year, they had the clear, what was it, Ryan Clare that was their leading scorer and the second leading scorer in the conference, I do believe, is what she finished up as. And losing that type of presence on the floor, as well as their post player, that really turned this whole team around.
Well, and they had the twins, and there was just a lot of athleticism on the wings, and they were really difficult to score against because of their length at the guard position. The other thing, and didn't get an opportunity to talk with the Walla Walla head coach before the start of this one, but you do have to take into consideration at certain schools the hierarchy of sports. With basketball falling at the end in the spring, we've seen it in a lot of places where some players you expect to come out don't come out for various reasons, and Walla Walla is a top program in a track and field, top program in a softball, a couple of sports that just got done. Maybe they had some athletes that could have helped them that didn't come out for one reason or another. All speculation, all conjecture, but it's something you do just have to always look at when you're taking a look at what teams are doing in this league, because I think in Chiawana we see this as well. A team Hermiston beats for the first time ever on Saturday, 46-41, and the Riverhawks have been very much on a roller coaster this season. Some really high highs and some really low lows for them. And I think in the Hermiston girls, you've got a team that's got a little bit more consistent. Yeah, there's a couple of players who didn't come out for them that would have helped, especially at the point guard position, but they've got this solid core that are all basketball first type players, and I think that's helped them in this second week find their seed legs, essentially.
Yeah, and that's what they needed to do. They still need to be able to find out, how, or I'll put it this way, Kaylee Young needs to find out how she's going to get herself involved, and so does Caitlin Heidemann. This team can ride the back of Jaden all night long, but when it gets down to it, if they start doubling her, then somebody else is going to have to step up and, put the pressure on the Blue Devils. And so far, I didn't get a chance to see the games this last week because we were here in Hermiston, but it looked like Caitlin might have stepped up a little bit on a game or two, and it shows by the average scoring. Jaden's out there 60-some points, and then they have 3 other girls at 40 points. But still, if you're looking at game 6 and only have a total of 40 points a game, you're somewhere 6 and 7 point average a game.
When we hear from Coach Moss in a little bit here on the Swimmers Tailgate Show, she will talk about kind of a switch has been flipped for Kaylee Young, the senior, who is going to Central Washington University for track and field. 16 points in the win against Kennewick, 13 of which came in the fourth quarter, helping spur the team to victory last Friday. Had 9 last week against Southridge, so she's started to find her scoring touch as well. The thing that Heidemann is facing around this league, and like Kennewick, last time we saw the girls here against the Lions last Friday, is a great example of it. They take Madeline Gabers, their senior, their tallest player. Now, she's a guard, but she's like a point forward. But she's the one who's guarding Heidemann, so that Caitlin just has not gotten a lot of open looks as much as she did as a sophomore in this league, because everybody knows right now, if you let number 1 in Hermiston get hot, it is really, really tough to cool that back off.
Yeah, it is. And the other thing that we talked about, the first couple of games is where she's having to try and create her shot now. now instead of being able to be a post-up shooter from outside. When she's able to go ahead and catch and shoot from outside instead of create, she is deadly. She really is.
So this Bulldog team, they're going to be contending with the sophomore Lauren Bergevin leading the Walla Walla Blue Devils, 10.3 points per game. She just had 14 in the last contest against Chihuahua. She is more or less scoring about half the points for this team every time they step out. So what Morgan Joe Pointer's team is looking for is a little something to go around her sophomore standout guard, and they'll see if they can find that here tonight in Hermiston. Bulldog girls and the Walla Walla Blue Devils are about a quarter hour away here on AM 1360 KOHU, on GoHermiston.com and Mixler.com, and we also say hello to those of you who've joined us on the Hermiston School District's YouTube channel, HTV. And as we get closer to a tip-off here tonight, we'll take another break on the Sway Motors Tailgate Show. When we come back, I dug into some numbers. We'll talk about a trend in the MCC that everybody is dealing with right now. You would almost say at near pandemic proportions. That's coming up when we come back in 2 minutes on AM 1360 KOHU.
very end and teams are making free throws, that does make a big difference.
Yeah, and the reality is in this league right now, nobody's making free throws. And the counter to that is you look at the Hermiston girls, yes, it's the highest percentage in the league, but it's the fewest foul shots taken in the league at 39, and then Walla Walla's second fewest at 46. Neither of these teams are attacking the tin as ferociously as, let's say, Hanford 94 free throws taken, or Richland 93 free throws taken, or a Kennewick at 89 free throws taken. So this Bulldog team does have to find some more ways to get to the line, to have an attacking nature in what they are doing. Mallory Moss will talk about that when we come back on the Swim Runners Tailgate Show. We sit down with the Bulldogs head coach. That's coming your way, and it's brought to you by Columbia Orthodontics when we come back in 2 minutes on AM 1360 KOHU.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Doghouse for exciting high school varsity girls basketball action on a Monday evening here in Hermiston. Tonight we feature a contest in the Mid-Columbia Conference. Please welcome the visiting team, the Walla Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are currently 0-5 in league play. Please also give a big welcome to your hometown Hermiston Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs have been on a 3-game win streak that are now 3-3 in league play. Before we announce the coaches and players for this evening's game, would you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by the Hermiston High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Sean McClanahan.
Basketball team looks to make it 4 in a row and get above 500 for Mallory Moss against a Walla Walla Blue Devils team that is looking for win number 1 as we enter into week 3 of the Mid-Columbia Conference schedule. As teams are being introduced, one change of note for Walla Walla. Head coach is not here. The third-year head coach, Morgan Joe Pointer, just celebrated the birth of twins, so Mike Clark is the acting head coach for this team, and he will introduce this starting 5. A 5'5" senior guard, Nalia Williams, will be flanked by a 5'6" junior guard, Delia Billingsley, and a 5'9" freshman guard, Cami Martin, along with a 5'4" sophomore guard, Mariah Locati, and the 5'6" sophomore guard, their leading scorer at 10.3 points per game, Lauren Bergevin. For the acting head coach, Mike Clark, who's assisted by Valerie Paulson, Tony Billingsley, Rachel Clark, and Savannah Penninger. The athletic director at Walla Walla is Dirk Hansen. The principal is Ron Higgins. The superintendent is Wade Smith, and the trainer is Kelsey Dill, who is back home, where the Hermiston boys are getting set to take on the Blue Devils, and Drew Pritiger's team looks to find win number 2 on the season. And out for the Hermiston Bulldogs, as introduced by Mallory Moss, same 5 that had the success in this last week, where Hermiston has won 3 in a row. Back from an injury that kept her out for 2 games, the junior point guard, Caitlin Heidemann. On the outside, 3 more guards, a freshman, Alexis Ackerman, the senior, Kayla Young, and the senior, Jaden Ray. And then on the inside, the junior, Bailey Jo Young. Right now, Jaden Ray, the leading scorer in the team, 10.7 points per game. The Pacific University-bound senior leading the way for this Hermiston team, who is led by second-year head coach Mallory Moss. She is assisted by her former Bulldog teammate, Andrea Cerrillo. Carson Clem is the JV coach. His team was a 52-14 winner tonight. He is assisted by Soraya Wise, who's also on this bench. Emily Strode is the strength and conditioning coach here at Hermiston High School, where the athletic director is Larry Usher. His assistant is Vicky Paola. Tom Spoo is the principal. The superintendent is Dr. Tricia Mooney. And of course, as ever here at Hermiston High School, for 20 years, the trainer is Dan Emery. Heidemann, Ackerman, Young, Ray, and Young for the Bulldogs against Williams, Billingsley, Martin, Locati, and Bergevin on a Monday night in the Mid-Columbia Conference. We need a key to the game for you, Sonny, as we just got through the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Gawler Health. So brought to you by Second Chance Collisions, your key to the game tonight.
Getting the inside game going with Bailey Jo, making sure that she's involved early and making Walla Walla go ahead and have to change up whatever they might have had planned, that now they're going to have to contend with the big person inside.
It's a Blues Devils team that in the last few seasons has been very fast-paced, but averaging just 23.2 points per game. You would suspect that Mike Clark would like to see his team try to control possession here and control the clock the best they can. Hermiston is a team that likes to get out, likes to run, has shot a lot of shots from the outside. In the last week, they've started making more of those shots. It is going to be Kayla Young in the jump circle against Cammie Martin. The senior and the freshman are ready to go, and the ball's in the air. Hermiston wins the tip, attacking left to right as we look at things tonight on AM 1360 KOHU Hermiston and Mixler.com and GoHermiston.com. Jaden Ray at the top of the key, left wing for Kayla Young. How about a 3-ball to start things off? Front iron off and rolls into the hands of Williams. The senior gives it up for the Walla Walla Blue Devils. Bringing it into the front court is Locati. Locati back to Williams. Skip it to the right side for Bergevin. Bergevin drives down onto the baseline. They kick it out. Left wing. Williams 3-ball. Rims around and out. And Ackerman, the freshman, has it for Hermiston and gets it to Jaden Ray. Pushing the pace straight down the middle of the floor. Ray will come to her right. Hand off to Heidemann. Heidemann, a little bit deep for a 3-point shot. Thinks better of it and will set up an offensive half-court set to Young out on the right wing. Around a pick from Bailey Jo. And now left side for Ray. Hermiston's leading scorer comes to her right. The senior into the lane. Got bumped on the way to the hoop. And the blocking foul will be given as a shooting foul. So Jaden Ray to the line for 2 on the foul. It's on Talia Billingsley. Her first and the first team foul of the game. So this was an area we highlighted. This will be the 40th and 41st foul shots of the season for Hermiston in Game 7. That number's got to be higher, and it gets higher by attacking the basket.
Yes, it does, and that's not a good thing to do, to foul your best free throw shooter so far that we've seen on the year for Hermiston. Yeah,
Ray goes 2 for 2, and on the season she is 21 for 25 now from the foul line, a little better than 83%. And Hermiston's got a 2-0 lead a minute into the game. Martin back out on the wing for Williams. The senior guard gives it up to a cutting Billingsley. The junior shot is off, and it's tipped to Bailey Jo Young. Bo kicks it out far wing to Caitlin Heidemann into the front court. The junior shooting guard now running point guard for the team most of the time. Missed a couple of games with a leg injury, but is back healthy. Just some tape displaying where that injury was. Right to the 10 and a righty scoop shot lay-in. Hermiston's up 4-0. 6:20 on the clock in quarter number 1. Locati, the sophomore, is running the point guard position. She has it between the rings, and Young is out on her, pressuring just inside half court. Out to the right wing, Locati still pounding the ball, kicks it out to Williams. Williams works into the paint, poked out of her hand. She gets it back, spins around in the paint. Left baseline, Billingsley 15-footer runs around and down for the first points of the game for Walla Walla. 5:55, and Hermiston's up by 2. Heidemann has it. About 30 feet away, work it out onto the right wing. We'll call it in Dame Lillard territory, with the Blazers getting set to start, and actually just started in Denver. There is a three-point open shot for Heidemann, too long, in the hands of Locati on the backside. The sophomore will bring it into the front court for Walla Walla. 2.5 minutes into the contest, it's a 4-2 Hermiston lead. Left wing for Nalia Williams, the senior, holding over her head, guarded right now by Ackerman. Kicks it to the top of the key for Bergevin. Bergevin down the left lane, fouled on her way to the hoop, and given 2 shots. Foul's going to go against Kayla Young, her first. And the first foul on Hermiston with 5:16 on the clock. Bergevin has made every free throw she's taken this season, although maybe surprisingly, the sophomore is averaging 10.3 a game. These are only her 5th and 6th foul shots of the year. Clean on both of them, and it ties the game at 4. Heidemann races into the front court, down the right wing, bounce inside. There's Bailey Jo Young, right block, got deep position, missed the shot and a jump ball, as she's tied up under the basket by Cammie Martin. They got it inside and just seemed like Bo rushed the shot a little bit.
Yeah, she did. She turned and threw it up really quick instead of squaring herself up.
Martin left wing for Williams. The game tied at 4, a little more than 3 minutes in. Kick across, Locati, 15, swished it. 6-4, Walla Walla with 4:45 left in the first quarter. Heidemann out on the left wing. Will drive down the left lane into the paint. Scoop shot floats in. Barely touched the net on the way down. And the first points of the game for Heidemann to tie at 6 apiece. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Aaliyah Williams rifles down on the left baseline. Martin step back, airballed 12-footer, knocked out to Ackerman. The freshman for Hermiston has another rebound. Finds Ray straight down the middle of the floor for the Bulldogs. Jaden Ray back to the basket, kicks it out. Heidemann long 3 right side, little too hard, and Bailey Jo Young gets the rebound in traffic. Down the right wing, and now she got right into Cammie Martin, who's doubled over off of the ball. Bailey Jo, right block, lays it in on a Jaden Ray assist. And Hermiston's back in front 8-6. And it looks like Martin just got Bailey Jo Young's back right into her solar plex. And I think the wind got knocked out of her with 4:02 left in the first quarter. Acting head coach Mike Clark is out to check. Dan Emery, 20 years here in Hermiston. The trainer's over to have a quick conversation with the freshman Martin, who will be replaced by Claire Behrens, a 5'10" junior, who will come at the forward position. Halfway through the first quarter, 8-6 is the Hermiston lead after the Bailey Jo bucket. Locati picks up her dribble, bumped by Haley Mercer, who just came in for Hermiston. Throw it into the paint, Bergevin to the left lane and lays it in. Her first field goal of the game, ties it at 8 apiece. 3:40 left in quarter number 1. The other end of the floor, Heidemann right past Williams and lays it in with the right hand. Attacking the hoop, Heidemann's got Hermiston in front 10-8. 3.5 minutes left in quarter number 1. Locati brings it into the front court. Guarding her, Young almost knocks it away. Locati throws it away, far sideline. Nobody touched it.
Nobody.
Who tipped that ball? That ball was just passed terribly to the right side. They're going to say Walla Walla keeps it.
Wow, that was not a good call. And she got away with a double dribble as she was coming down court.
Locotti inbounds it to Bergevin. Bergevin, runner in the lane, floats off the back iron. It's tipped out. Last touch by Bailey Jo Young. Blue Devils did bring into the contest. Ball knocked out of bounds by Young on the near sideline. There was the change. Carly Martin, the 5'4" freshman. Near sideline inbound. Billingsley will put it in play for the Blue Devils. Into Bergevin in the left corner. Passes it, tipped by Young. McKaylee's got the steal. Down the right lane, she's fouled at the 10 by Martin, who will send her to the line for 2 foul shots of the second Walla Walla team foul.
Personal fouls on number 10, Carly Martin.
And Kaylee Young is taking her first foul shots of the season. Good on the first. For the Bulldogs, Morgan Brown to the scorer's table, and the junior will come in for Bailey Jo Young with 3:03 left in the first quarter.
Morgan Brown, she comes in for Bailey Jo Young.
Young's second is true as well. She's a good foul shooter. It's one of the reasons why she's got to get to the line a little bit more frequently, and Hermiston's lead is 4 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They're near side to Billingsley as Hermiston gets out up the line and is really pressuring passing lanes right now. Up top for Martin, three-pointer top of the key, rattles in. Found an open look and cuts the Hermiston lead down to 1 with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Left side for Heidemann. Heidemann working around a pick out to the right wing. Step out to a three-pointer. Front iron off. Brown's got the offense rebound. The pass is poked out of bounds. And Hermiston will keep it. Cammie Martin is okay. She has regained her lost breath, and so she checks back in for Barons. Ray will be the inbounder on the far sideline. Gets it into Heidemann in the front court. 12-11 Hermiston, 2:19 left in quarter number 1. Mercer out on the right wing. Coming around a pick from Brown. Back to Heidemann on the right side. Down to Brown on the block. Brown back out to Heidemann. Head fake. Dribble behind her, back into the lane. Up top for Young. 3-ball, high arcing shot. Rims around the front iron. Poked into the air. Bergevin's got it for the Blue Devils. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Hermiston by 1. Williams on the left wing. Picks up her dribble there. Guarded by Mercer. Finds a cutting down into the left corner. Billingsley. She'll drive baseline. Knocked out of her hands. Diving to the floor. Jaden Ray ties her up. And the jump ball possession is the Bulldogs with 1:45 left in the first quarter. Hermiston a 12-11 lead. Heidemann into the front court for the Bulldogs. Yo-yoing with her right hand, moving towards the top of the key, and now out to the right side. Surveys the scene, skips in the left corner, bad pass. Young ends up with it. Return pass to Heidemann is out of bounds. Caitlin underthrew a pass that was tipped by Martin, and then she zigged when Kayla Young thought she was going to zag, so the Bulldogs turn it over with 88 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Blue Devils with the ball, down by 1, could take a lead here. Locotti comes back into the game for Walla Walla. At the foul line, jumper off to the left for Billingsley, then poked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. No, they'll say off of Brown last. Baskets to the left for Lauren Bergevin as she inbounds it into walking Martin. Carly Martin up top, back in the left corner. Cammie Martin 3, short, tipped out. Brown's got it, gives it to Mercer. Mercer lobs it way up court. Ray gets it and keeps it in play. A minute left in the first quarter. Hermiston still a 12-11 lead. Heidemann 3-ball right side. Back iron too hard, and a foul on the rebound is called against Hermiston. Apparently Mercer is going to be called for a foul for bumping her teammate. She didn't bump anybody in blue.
No, she didn't. Of course, we've seen this a couple of games now where I think the officials might be a little bit winded from the JV game. I don't know.
Ball loose on the near sideline. Tie up by Mercer, diving down to the floor. 44.2 seconds left of the first quarter. Into the game, Alexis Ackerman and Jaden Ray will get a brief break. 12-11 Hermiston advantage. Near sideline in front of the Hermiston bench inbound for Locati. Into Martin in the left wing. Martin against Brown will take it to the hoop. Try a reverse layup off the front iron into the hands of Young. Kayla Young for Hermiston down the far sideline. Into the left corner for Heidemann. Heidemann will bring it back out of that corner with a half-minute left in the first period. Shot clock is off. Bulldogs by 1. To Young out on the right wing. About a 3, passes it up, moves to the top of the key and lobs to Heidemann again. 15 left, Bulldogs looking for last shot. Try Heidemann out on the right wing again, Young, inside to Brown. Brown gets past the defender, blocked on the shot attempt by Martin, and then a foul behind the basket on Brown. Her first, third team foul. And the Blue Devils have 3.6 seconds left, and Bergevin will come into the game for Walla Walla. Replacing Behrens. Bergevin catches. Bergevin bumped by Ackerman at half court, flings it across the timeline and out of bounds to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Really slowed down in the last 3.5 minutes of that first quarter. It's a 12-11 Hermiston lead as we go to the second when we come back in a minute on AM 1360 KOHU. Eric Olson, Sonny Levy with you on AM 1360 KOHU. Bulldog basketball leading the Walla Walla Blue Devils 12-11 after one quarter. Lauren Bergevin with 4, Jaden Ray and Caitlin Heidemann with 4, the leading scorers in this contest, but scoreboard's been able to take a rest for about 3.5 minutes now. Michaela Young out to the left corner for Alexis Ackerman. Morgan Brown, Caitlin Heidemann down inside to Brown. A forced pass. Brown gets it in traffic. Kick to the corner for Young, back out to Heidemann. Heidemann coming right, leaves it for Mercer. Mercer to Young. Young up top of the key. Open 3 for Ackerman. Halfway down it rolls around, and then a foul on the rebound. Behrens fouled by Mercer, her second, and the 4th-team foul on Hermiston, which will allow for Jaden Ray to come back into the game for Mercer.
Jaden Ray back in the line, number 10.
7.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's a 1-point Hermiston lead. Ball thrown away by Walla Walla on the offensive set. And Bergevin will come back into the game for Behrens. Out there with Locati, Billingsley, Carly, and Cammie Martin. Heidemann into the front court and gives to Jaden Ray at the top of the key. Throws it right, and it's out of bounds. Ackerman cut to the basket, and Ray threw it where she was, not where she was going. Aaliyah Williams will return and replace Carly Martin. And we stay at a 12-11 scoreline, almost a minute into the second quarter. Leah Williams has it out on the left wing, guarded by Young. Throw it top of the key for Locati. Locati coming down to her right, into the paint, throws it over the rim, into the hands of Young for Hermiston. Young up court to Brown. Brown all by herself will miss the lay-in. Rebound Ray in traffic, fouled on the putback. Bergevin will send Jaden Ray to the line for 2 foul shots.
That's kind of odd. That's Jaden's first rebound of the night, and that is usually where she's inside all the time.
They gave that to Talia Billingsley. Bergevin definitely hit Ray on the arm, but the problem for acting head coach Mike Clark is that's a second on Billingsley instead of first on Bergevin. And the problem for Hermiston is Ray missed them both, but a rebound put back by Brown. Uncharacteristic misses for Ray at the foul line, but the bucket ends Hermiston's scoreless drought at over 4 minutes. 6:33 left in the second quarter, and Hermiston's lead is 14-11. Bergevin, her pass is poked out of bounds near sideline by Ray. No, it's saved in and stays in play, capped by Billingsley. She'll get it back to Williams and throws it across to Bergevin on the right wing. Behind her back dribble, she'll drive to the right elbow. In traffic, it's poked out of her hands by Young and picked up by Ray. Jaden Ray into the front court. Throws it left corner for Young. Up top to Heidemann. Top of the key. 3 ball. Off iron right. And Bergevin's got the rebound. Heidemann just has not been able to find her range yet. Hermiston has not hit from outside the arc. But they lead by 3. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Williams skips it to the right side for Billingsley, moves back to the top of the key, picks up her dribble, guarded by Heidemann. Near side for Williams. Into the paint for Bergevin against Brown, gets around her and is fouled. Morgan Brown got beat to the right block and commits Hermiston's 5th team foul. Her second will put Bergevin at the line for 2 foul shots. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Martin. Cammie Martin is at the line, not Bergevin. Carly Martin comes in, and Adriana Coleman, the sophomore for Hermiston, comes into the game. Goes by Dree. Martin missed the first, misses the second, and so it stays 14-11. Almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, just the Brown 2 points on a putback. The only scoring we've had in this quarter. Coleman, top of the key, left side. Young tries a 3 ball. Back right off, rebound, put back, flipped in by Ackerman. So Hermiston is beating up Walla Walla on the offensive boards, but just not getting a lot of balls to go in buckets right now. Martin drives, kicks to Locati on the left baseline, throws an 8-footer short, and Young's got the rebound. 16-11 Hermiston, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Up to Ackerman, into the paint. Brown, jumper, rolls around and in from 8 feet. Brown's got 4, 18-11. And Hermiston opens the quarter on a 6-0 run. Martin to Martin down in the left corner. Cammie will tee up a 3 off the front iron. Long rebound. Carly Martin's got it. Circles to right. Flings one up over Adriana. Kicks out to Bergevin. Left wing swish. Bergevin finds space for a 3-pointer, and she's got 7. Half of Walla Walla's points. They trail by 4. 4:23 left in the second quarter. Jaden Ray coming down her right, shoved every which way. You can give it to any of 3 Blue Devils.
None of which moved their feet.
Bergevin going to be called for her first. 4th team foul, and Jaden Ray, who just missed 2, is at the line for 2 more. Bailey Jo Young will come back in for Morgan Brown, and Claire Behrens comes back in for Walla Walla. Last few foul shots. Jaden Ray needs a breakfast ball here. That one rolls around out as well. Go back to the range, right side. Ackerman, long 2, hits it from the corner. you want out of the defense?
Just post up. I mean, Walla has been their own enemy so far in this, but by not being able to go and get.
The foul will be on Carly Martin, her second. 16 foul. Heidemann. 2 foul shots coming. Her first 2 foul shots of the game. And just her 5th and 6th foul shots of the season. She's good on the first. I will say this, there have been some perplexing whistles and non-whistles. This is a difficult game to call because it's out. Ray, 3-ball. It is short and rebounded by Bergevin. 5 seconds left. Bergevin down the near sideline. Moves to the middle of the floor. Bergevin, half-court heave. Too hard. Brings us to halftime. The Blue Devils held to just a Bergevin 3-pointer in the second quarter. And Hermiston out to a 30-14 lead as the teams head to the locker room here at the halftime break. Tisn't always pretty here in Hermiston right now, but they are getting the job done, and they'll go into the locker room up by 16 when we come back. Well, some first half thoughts for you on AM 1360 KOHU. We'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm Eric Olson. He's Sonny Levy with you on AM 1360 KOHU from the CMG Financial Broadcast booth. We also welcome you if you're joining us online at GoHermiston.com. Our web stream also found at Mixler.com/1360 KOHU. It is brought to you by Eastern Oregon Telecom, internet at the speed of life. Bulldog girls basketball team up on Walla 30-14, trying to go 4 straight wins and into the positive numbers in the record column. They're 3-3 after going perfect 3-4-3 last week. Blue Devils, without their head coach, who gladly just had twins, but right now it's acting head coach Mike Clark, who's looking down the barrel of 0-6 if they can't turn things around in the second half. And that's the funny thing is, I think we would both agree Hermiston trying to defend the fast pace of Walla in their full court was like they were trying to move in 3 feet of standing water, but they only gave up the 3 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just like they are. Like I said, their feet are in lead or concrete, and we're getting the silly reaching foul because we are not staying up with them very well. The one positive thing about it is that Hermiston is just absolutely destroying Walla on the boards, offensively and defensively. And all game long, Hermiston's inside game will go big, whether it be Morgan Brown or whether it be Bailey Joe Young down in the post, either off that little pick and roll or off this little spin move with the base.
Bailey Joe Young, game high 10 points, has got to be nearing double-double fashion as well. Brown's added 4 more. Hermiston's getting scoring from a lot of different places. The thing they're not getting, and every night we've been here with the girls this season, the away basket that is away from their hoop, they have struggled to shoot on that, especially from outside the arc. So we will see when they come to essentially the east end zone if that will be the elixir they need to shoot a little bit better. In practices, traditionally this is the side they shoot on more frequently, so hopefully that's the mix they need, because they haven't made a 3-point shot yet, not for want of trying, as we said.
They haven't been close. They've been clanging the rim and the backboard pretty hard, and like I said, it just looks like they're forcing up shots. Kaylee Young passed up probably the best opportunity for the 3 when she pump faked, and she should have just went ahead and shot it there in the first quarter. And then everything else that they've been shooting has just been looked like pushed up instead of shot. So if they continue to go ahead and work inside, that shot for them spotting up on their spots outside is going to come wide open later in this second half.
30-14, Hermiston's advantage here at the halftime break. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have first half stats for you. Try to get you some scores as well as we continue here. Halftime at Hermiston High School. We'll be back in 2 minutes on AM 1360 KOHU. Halftime continues here at Hermiston High School as the Bulldogs and the Blue Devils are back out on the floor. Hermiston's girls in front 30-14 here at the halftime break. And the halftime score at Walla Walla on the Columbia Orthodontics scoreboard is 53-7. Walla Walla.
Wow.
So there's that. JV team for the girls were 52-14 winners earlier on this evening. For those of you in any general interest, since I did evoke Bill Shonley in the pregame show, minute and a half left in the first quarter in Denver. The Nuggets up on the Blazers 31-23. They've already had a hold me back fake fight in that game. Lots of pushing, lots of shoving, lots of yelling, no actual fighting, which I suppose is good. And over in Umatilla, the Vikings are playing host to the Hefner Mustangs. Hefner's girls won, and the boys game has just started over in Umatilla. First half stats for the Blue Devils. Laura Bergevin with 7 points to pace them. Carly Martin with the other 3-point shot made. Talia Billingsley 2, and Mariah Locati with 2. Blue Devils 2 of 4 from the foul line. They have made 2 3-point shots. Hermiston, not a 3-point shot made. 6 of 10 from the foul line. Bailey Jo Young dominant with 10. 6 points from Caitlin Heidemann. And then after that, 4 points from Morgan Brown, Jaden Ray, and Alexis Ackerman. And Kayla Young has 2. We're underway. Bulldogs with the possession, attacking right to left. They're hoping the east basket is going to be the more desirable one. Bailey Jo Young misses a turnaround from the left block. Jaden Ray offensive rebound. Back out on top. New possession time for Hermiston. Heidemann out on the right wing. Coming to her left. Kicks left corner for Young. Back out to Ray. Bailey Jo sets up a high pick and then works her way down the lane. Nice dump off for Ray. Bailey Jo misses at the left block, and it's rebounded by Cammie Martin. The freshman into the front court will hand off. Nalia Williams, Lauren Bergevin, who kicks it back up top to Martin. And then out there as well, Mariah Locati and Athalia Billingsley. Billingsley gives it to Williams on the right perimeter, guarded there by Ackerman. Kick left side, Billingsley drives baseline, dumps it off to the right block, backing up and laying it in. Martin's first points of the game for her. And for the Walla Walla Blue Devils, their way back into this one is one step at a time. 30-16 is the Hermiston lead, a little more than a minute in. Heidemann 6 points. Kicks into the left corner for Jaden Ray. Ray circling back up top. Young, a head fake and a drive, leaves it for Ray. Ray coming to her right, works her way to the paint, scoop shot, falls in. Jaden Ray has got 6. Minute and a half in, 32-16. Hermiston's doubled up Walla Walla. Skip pass, Martin out on the left side. Cammie Martin will drive baseline, leave it to Locati in the left corner, flipped it back out to Bergevin. Rifled up top for Williams. Pass poked away by Young. Kayla Young all by herself. Swipe and score. First field goal of the game for Young. Makes it 34-16. 2 minutes into the contest. She did hit 2 free throws in the first half, which were her first 2 foul shots of the season. Locati back out. Billingsley, right side 3. Switched it. Third 3-pointer made by Walla Walla, and Hermiston's lead is back down to 15. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Ray up top. Over to Heidemann, right side. Found some space for her 3. Rims around and out. Ackerman's got the rebound for the Bulldogs. Back out to Heidemann. Into a cutting Ray to the 10. Fouled on her way in. I think Bergevin's going to get her because Martin had a clean block.
Ooh.
Yep, Bergevin's the one who gets it. Her second. First foul of the second half. Pauses the clock with 5:25 left in the third period. And a 34-19 lead for Hermiston. Jaden Ray has missed 4 straight at the line, now 5 straight. She was the Bulldogs' best foul shooter coming in, also most prolific. Started the game at 19 of 23. She's missed 5 in a row after making her first 2. That one goes. Ray's got 7. 35-19, 5:22 left, quarter number 3. Martin out into the left wing, hounded by Young. Martin leaves it up top for Cammie Martin. 3-pointer rolls around and out. Rebound, put back, floated in by Billingsley. 7 points for her. 35-21, down to Bailey Jo Young. Bailey Jo comes to her right in the paint and floats it in. 12 points to lead all scorers, and 37-21 in front for Hermiston. 4:52 left in the third quarter. Carly Martin down right baseline, kicks it into the left quarter. Billingsley hoists a 3. Back iron off, it's off of Bergevin. Ray beats her to the ball. Ray, bounce pass to Heidemann, right side, lay-in +1. Chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way on a foul by Billingsley, her third.
There's the pace of the game Hermiston picking up, and the defense is helping that out a lot.
It will be the second team foul on Walla Walla.
First foul is on number 12. Tony has hers third personal foul, second team foul.
And so Billingsley has to come out for junior Clara Barons.
Caitlin Hyman, she had 1 more.
Heidemann good on the foul shot, and we'll switch freshmen with Ackerman out and Haley Mercer in. Heidemann's got 9 now, and the Bulldogs lead is 40-21. 4:39 left. Full court pressure applied by Hermiston. Carly Martin gets it, working up the court against Young. Martin between the rings. Working to her right, we'll give it that way for Cammie Martin, a 3-pointer. Around and out, rebounded by Jaden Ray. For Hermiston, straight down the middle of the floor. She'll slow up, kick it to Heidemann. Heidemann, extra pass. Young, left wing 3 ball. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 7 points for Young, 43-21. And a little more than 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Bergevin, left corner. She'll work into the paint. Kick it across right side. Carly Martin, answer back 3. Airballed it off the back of the backboard and picked up by Ray. Ray kicks it. Young, left side. Leaves it for Heidemann. Heidemann, 3 ball. Swish! One goes in, and maybe it opens up the lid for everybody. 46-21, 3:44 left. Third quarter action. Young pokes the ball out of bounds, out of Martin's hands on the baseline. Blue Devils will have a baseline inbound. Bailey Jo comes out and Morgan Brown replaces her. Timeout for Mike Clark. It's a full timeout with 3:39 left in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on AM 1360 KOHU. (46-21) Hermiston out of the Walla Walla timeout. They have 3 remaining. Cammie Martin takes the inbound. Got away with a double dribble in the right corner. Gives it back to Bergevin, who circles around into the paint, spins back to her right, runs right into Brown, runs into a Forrest, kicks it back out to Martin. Martin comes right around. Brown misses the layup, maybe touched on the arm by Bethany Tolman, the senior, into the game for the first time. Young into the front court, along with Tolman, Brown, Mercer, and Coleman right now. Give it to Brown in the paint. Brown in traffic. Right side for Mercer. Mercer will drive under the basket. Stuck and throws it away. Bergevin, the sophomore, with the steal for Walla. Moves it into the left wing and kicks it back out to Talia Billingsley. Billingsley to Cammie Martin. Martin coming right will attack Brown on the right baseline. Throw it back out. Carly Martin gets it around a steal attempt from Coleman. A foul on the way in. A holding. And are they going to count the basket as well? They are.
Wow.
Brown with the foul. They say her second. I thought she had 3 now.
I thought she had 3 also.
And Carly Martin with a chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Yes.
Not quite so old-fashioned way there, but it did fall.
46-24, 2:45 left in the third quarter. Young working to her right. Throws it inside to Brown. Brown turn around high off the glass and good over the top of Martin. Brown's got 6. Bulldogs have seized this game by the scruff of the neck. Martin out to Billingsley, coming to her right, and gives it to Cammie Martin. Around a Bergevin pick. Back to Billingsley. Billingsley up top. Leaves it for Carly Martin, coming to her right. Backdoor for Bergevin. Bergevin lays it in on the right side. Bergevin's got 9 to lead all Walla Walla scores. 48-26 is the Hermiston lead. 2:08 left in the third quarter. Young onto the right side for Mercer. Brown will set a high pick for her. Mercer at the top of the key. Gets the handle back, coming right into traffic, back out to Young. Young step back, 3 ball, back iron off, and the rebound secured by Tolman, the senior. Taken away by Bergevin, the sophomore, for Walla Walla. Minute 45 left. Bulldogs by 22. Left side for Williams, down under the baseline. Cammie Young into the paint. Bergevin there, goes down to the floor, kicks it right side. Billingsley swishes a 3. Billingsley's got 10. And it's 48-29, 90 seconds left in quarter number 3. Kaylee Young out to the right side for Mercer. Mercer into the right corner. Young there, 3 ball, air ball, then into the hands of Billingsley. For Walla Walla, she gives it to Martin. Carly Martin into the front court. Puts her head down, drives down into the left corner. Martin kicks it across the lane, threads the needle to Williams, misses the shot. Bodies strewn all over the floor. Tolman is slow to get up as Dree Coleman brings it into the front court for Hermiston. 1 minute left in the third. Hermiston by 19. Young on the left side. Works on the perimeter, kicks it across the right side to Mercer. Right corner for Tolman. Tolman circling out around a pick from Brown. Misses the pick a little bit and gives it up to Young. Who wants to try a Brown pick? They will. Pick and roll. Brown in the lane. Too hard on the layup shot. It rolls around. Brown down to the floor. Tied up. Jump ball. Possession is Walla Walla's. Mariah Locati, the sophomore point guard, will come back into the game for Carly Martin. And Claire Barron's back in as well for the Blue Devils to give a break to Cammie Martin. Half a minute left in the third quarter. 48-29 Hermiston's lead as Locati brings it into the front court for the Blue Devils. Out on the right wing. Spins around, finds some space, kicks it right side for Billingsley. Billingsley circles all the way across the paint left side to Bergevin. Bergevin, runner in the lane, off the front iron. Picked up in traffic by Tolman. Finds Young, up to Coleman. Coleman right side. Hesitates, drives, stuck on the baseline and backs it out. 6 seconds left to Young. Young coming to her left. We'll try a 3, top of the key, off iron right, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. 48-29, Hermiston in control here tonight at home against the Blue Devils. And we'll be back in 1 minute with fourth quarter action on AM 1360 KOHU. Eric Olson, Sonny Levy with you here in Hermiston tonight. The Bulldog girls basketball team looking to win 4 straight. They are hosting the Walla Walla Blue Devils, who are looking for win number 1 in Game 6 of the season. And the buzzer goes off at the scorers table just as Hermiston inbounds to start the 4th quarter with Dree Coleman, Alexis Ackerman, Tulu Cubbage, Ailey Mercer, and Bethany Tolman. Billingsley, Bergevin, Martin, Williams, and Locati. The starting 5 out there for Walla Walla. Outside of Ackerman, it's the bench for the Bulldogs. And at the 10, Cubbage with a lay-in. Oh no, that was Dree Coleman, excuse me. Mercer with the assist, and it's a 50-29 lead for Hermiston. Lob it across everybody, and Coleman's got the steal. Coleman into the front court. Kick it across. At the right block, Tolman shot off, and then Tolman hammers Locati over the shoulder. So Tolman's first foul. Second team foul on Hermiston. Locati into the front court. And will lob it. Billingsley left side for Williams. Aaliyah Williams, the senior, scoreless right now. Down into the corner for Bergevin, guarded by Mercer. Bounce pass into Martin. Martin works into the paint, around it out on the shot. Coleman's got the rebound for the Bulldogs. Hermiston up by 21, looking to add to it a little more than a minute into the 4th quarter. In the right corner, Ackerman. Around a moving pick from Cubbage. Down left baseline, Mercer to the 10 and the lay-in on the right, on the left block. First points of the night for Mercer, who had 8 a week ago in the win at Southridge. 52-29 Hermiston. 90 seconds into the 4th quarter. Billingsley works her way into the paint. Airballs a floater in the paint, and it's thrown back in. Cubbage has it for Hermiston. Lobs it to Coleman, and Coleman will bring it into the front court as she pushes. Hermiston has numbers. Up top, Tolman walked.
Yep.
Six minutes, 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And to the scorers table, Carly Martin will come into the game for Locati. I believe the goal for Mallory Moss is to have this unit serve out the rest of this one. Up 52-29. Right side, and Coleman foul, hip check, knocking Martin to the floor. Martin came down on her head awkwardly and is going to need to be checked out on Coleman's first foul and the 3rd team foul. In the 46-41 win at Chiawana on Saturday, as you heard Mallory Moss talk about in the pregame coverage, they played incredibly good basketball in the 3rd quarter, seemed to have seized that game by the scruff of the neck, but the bench couldn't hold the lead, and so they had to go back to the starters there when they thought they could see the game out. And actually, in that first ever victory against Chiawana, which wasn't lost on the girls, Moss said, as Martin misses a jump shot, and there's a jump ball on the rebound, and the possession arrow will stay with the Walla Walla. Mallory said, look, I was really frustrated because the bench, like I could only really play 6 people against Chiawana, and I told the bench they have to be able to give me minutes.
Yeah, if you can't get minutes out of your bench, you're in a world of hurt because your starters are going to get tired.
Left wing, Bergevin, 3-pointer, front iron and in on the inbound play. Bergevin's got 12. It is a 20-point lead. First points of the quarter for Walla Walla. Other end, Cubbage to the 10. Layup is tipped out and floated back in by Ackerman. Ackerman's got it to 54-32. 5:33 left in the 4th quarter. Throw it down to Martin, left block. Cubbage late there, got her on the arm. And so Tallulah Cubbage picks up a foul, 4th on Hermiston's team, her first. And a Cammie Martin, the freshman, who is 0 for 2 tonight, 12 for 22 from the line. She actually has more foul shots than anybody else on the team. Good on the first of the 2 foul shots. Carly Martin will come in for Locati. And Cammie Martin is 2 for 2 on that trip. She's got 4. And Hermiston's lead is trimmed to 20. 5:22 left in the 4th quarter. Coleman in the front court. Right side. Ackerman to Mercer in the right corner. Back out to the sophomore Coleman. Adriana lobs it to the foul line. Cubbage turnaround jumper. Rolls off left. Rebound tipped around and saved in by Tolman. Kept in by Ackerman. Back out to Coleman. And Hermiston's got a new possession 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Coleman to the right side for Mercer. Haley Mercer will drive baseline. Kick it left corner. Ackerman 3-ball. Airballed. And Mercer dribbled it out of bounds, trying to rebound it on the backside. Bulldogs by 20 with 4:49 left. Appear to be on the way to a 4th consecutive win. Bergevin on the right side. She's got a team high 12. Bergevin back out to Carly Martin. Kick it left wing. Williams will drive baseline. The senior is stuck and back out. Billingsley. Williams to Bergevin in the lane, turns around and lays it in. Bergevin's got 14. She does well to find ways to get shots up.
Yeah, she keeps moving, and that's what the key is.
Right side for Mercer. Throws it into traffic. Out to the right side. Mercer gets it back. Her 3-pointer is off and rebounded by Bergevin. Jumper right side, rattles around and out. Cubbage rebounds it and throws it near side for Coleman. Coleman works in the front court for Hermiston. Bulldogs by 18, right side for Mercer. Mercer drives to the right block, lays it in, and they'll wave off a potential foul and just give Mercer the bucket. Bulldogs back in front by 20 and a timeout for Mike Clark. Tis going to be a full timeout with 3:34 left in the 4th quarter. We'll take it as well. Back in a minute on AM 1360 KOHU. .34 left in the contest. Hermiston 56, Walla 36 on the far side. Talia Billingsley will inbound it to Mariah Locati. Carly Martin, Lauren Bergevin, and the 5th on the floor is Claire Behrens right now. Behrens coming to set a high pick for Locati. Locati rolling to the left and hit on the arm by Tallulah Cubbage. Cubbage second. 5th team foul, and a baseline inbound coming for Bergevin. Flipped into Behrens, back up top, they'll swing it around the perimeter. Bergevin on the right side against Mercer. Steps to her left, takes a 3 and hits it. Bergevin's got 17, new season high for the leading scorer for Walla Walla. 56-39 is the scoreline. By the way, on the Columbia Orthodontics scoreboard at Umatilla, The Viking boys are in front of Heppner at halftime, 23-17. In traffic, ball lost, Tolman tied up. Jump ball possession is Hermiston's. Alexis Ackerman will be the inbounder. Baskets to her left, blocks and elbows for Hermiston with 2:48 left in the fourth quarter. Lob it between the rings for Mercer. Mercer straight on against Carly Martin. 2-3 zone for the Blue Devils in the half court. Ackerman to Coleman. Kick it right corner. Mercer out of the corner, back to Coleman up at the top of the game. Shot clock hasn't actually started at all on this possession. Cubbage down on the left baseline. Dribbles it, out of bounds, and it'll be Blue Devil ball.
Yeah, one shot clock's out on one end. So maybe that's what it is. They're just having to go with no shot clock.
Every time tonight I've said shot clock's off at the end of the quarter, I've looked up and it's always been weird. It's because that shot clock is not working right now off to the west end. Emerson Schulke has come into the game for the Blue Devils, one of their JV swingers. Missed shot. Coleman's got the rebound. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up 56-39. Mercer to Coleman at the top of the key. Coleman lobs it to the foul line. Back out, right wing Mercer, three ball, nothing at the bottom of the net. Mercer's got 7 in the quarter, and it's 59-39. Back out to a 20-point lead with 1:43 left. Bulldogs' biggest lead has been 23 in this contest. Turnaround jumper, Behrens from 8 feet away. Cubbage has the rebound and hands off to Coleman. 90 seconds left in the contest. 20-point Hermiston lead. Coleman at the top of the key. Gives left side to Ackerman. And back and forth they go. Down to Cubbage on the baseline and a blocking foul. As Behrens came over and was late and just hip to hip, put both of them on the floor. Third team foul on Walla. Blue Devils will send Cammie Martin back to the scorer's table, and senior Mercy Lopez will come in for the first time. Behrens started to come out, and acting head coach Mike Clark said, no, you're still playing this one.
No, Behrens is no, she's not. She's still in, yeah.
Yeah, she's in. Top of the key, Cubbage will bank in a three. To a Cubbage in the scorer's book. And it's 62-39 with 1 minute left in the contest. Carly Martin into the front court, loses the handle, gets it back on the left wing, guarded by Coleman. Coming right, hands off to Schulke. Schulke lobs it to a cutting Martin. Martin walks into the lane and is fouled. Hermiston foul. Blue Cubbage, her third. 16 fouls on Hermiston. 62-39 with 44.8 seconds remaining. Carly Martin at the foul line, where she has made one tonight, now two. You know, looking small wins for the Blue Devils. They were averaging 23.2 points per game. So at the 40-point mark tonight, that is good for them. I mean, the pace of the game has matched that. Rebound put back at a foul. So 2 more foul shots coming. As Bethany Tolman has picked up her second. And now Cammie Martin, who is 2 for 4 from the line, is good on the first. Blue Devils host Pasco on a Thursday at 7 o'clock in Walla Walla. Martin 2 for 2. This is by far their highest scoring game of the season. Hermiston's lead is 62-42. Final half minute. Now the shot clock is off. For real. Rebound put back coverage. Got inside, got her own miss, and got it to 64-42. Final 17 seconds. Carly Martin into the front court. Martin out to the left side, back up top, Schulke. 5 seconds left, coming right, we'll throw it up over Ackerman. Rebounded by Tolman, and she'll dribble out the clock, and Hermiston has won 4 in a row. 64-42 is the score line. And for the Bulldogs here in week 3, their March of the Penguins will take them on a Friday night on the road to Pasco. In fact, the Pasco Bulldogs have these 2 teams at the end of this week. Thursday night, they will go to Walla Walla. Friday, they will host Hermiston, where the Bulldogs will look to make it 5 straight wins. We have your Sway Motors post-game show coming when we come back. Final score 64-42. We are back in 2 minutes here on AM 1360 KOHU.